Hi, so I just wanted to get on here real quick, and I wanted to talk about how we are only responsible for our own image. I titled that you are responsible for your own image, and the reason why I say that is because I just looked at just for 5 minutes looked at a lady's video that she uploaded, and she was talking about how black men are seen as a bunch of beasts who don't have self control when it comes to sexuality, that he just loses control every time a woman passes by. It's kind of dealing with this whole Jasmine Elan thing and um her talking about how when people keep saying it was Jasmine's fault. I told you this story is fishy to me anyway. It don't even sound right, but but I didn't say that she wasn't raped. But I think something is not right about how many Facebook posts are going up, and the story keeps expanding, and different people keep speaking. It's just reminding me of Kanika Jenkins, like I said, and it looks like they're just trying to what you call it. Um, Drag people along into some storyline, black people especially, you know. But anyway, but talking about the alleged rape or sexual assault at best, it was definitely sexual assault from what we see. But the alleged rape, we don't know yet. But she was talking about how a woman came under her comment section talking about, oh, she got what she deserved because she shouldn't be in there not having on any underwear, and she was just too sexual or whatever. And so the lady was offended at that comment, not because um, of the rape itself, the alleged rape itself. She was offended at the comment because she feels like each time someone makes excuses and lets these guys get a pass and find some kind of reason for the woman to deserve what she gets. You're basically saying that for the most part, a lot of black men are these animals who cannot control themselves and have no sexual control. And so she was saying that the vast majority of black men are good people. Well, that's her opinion. I'm not going to argue with that. Okay, some people may disagree with that, but here's what I want to get to when I say it is not your responsibility, it's not my responsibility to protect anybody else's image. Black women have an image problem, a bad enough image problem as it is. And true enough, black women helped in that, but she assisted with her own counterparts to completely disenfranchise her. um she was complicit with her counterparts, denigrating her in all kinds of lyrics, and her counterparts selling drugs in the community, murdering their children, just tearing down the community. And so the reason why I say that, you know you're not responsible for anyone else's image. I'm really talking about black women. I'm not just talking about an individual. I'm talking about black women, and how this lady was offended that more so that this woman blamed Jasmine for the alleged rape and calling her over sexual, um, basically saying that you walk around somebody without any underwear on, then you expect to get raped. Basically saying that they cannot control themselves, and so she was offended at the fact that people assume that black men have no sexual control and they act like wild beasts. But actually, wild beasts aren't that bad. They don't rape people nilly willy like that. So wild beasts don't even do that. Okay, so I think they just don't know what to compare that kind of behavior to, and so they say wild beasts. But I don't think wild beasts do things like that. I don't think they just rape like that. Um, but I was just going to say that it is not. I see this. I see it a lot, and I know it's not going to change anytime soon. But I just wanted to make an audio about how it's nobody's responsibility, even if the majority of black men were good, as she says. It is not anybody else's responsibility to protect the image of these guys. They need to fix their own image, because black women already have an image problem. So black women need to worry about their own image. They don't need to worry about the image of somebody else, especially black men. Okay. Um, so that's all I want to say is that, trying to say that not all black men are like that. There's a lot of good black men, and I'm not interested in trying to protect their image because when you say things like that the vast majority of black men are good people, and there's a lot of good black men who protect. When you say things like that, it's like you're protecting their image, and it's not me personally, because people have a right to say whatever they want to say on their platforms. Me personally, I'm not going to go into saying that not all black men or not all. I'm not going to even say that because it's not my job to protect anybody's image. It's not. It's their job to to hold other men accountable. Other they should be holding their gender accountable. Okay. So, and because they don't do that, they have an image problem as well. See, black women have an image problem because they allowed this man, their counterparts, to denigrate them and tear them down and to just terrorize communities. Okay. And then blame everything on a white man. Black men have an image problem because of everything I stated, the behaviors, and then they just don't check each other. And so, with that being said, because they don't like to hold each other accountable, because black men don't like to talk to other black men, but they rather spend over a decade online complaining about weaves, and then you have the so-called good black men that don't really check them like that, then it's nobody else's image to try to say, oh, but there's good black men, because there should have been good black men to check this behavior a long time ago, see. So, because those good black men, and the problem is it's not enough, because I know it's some, but it's not enough, and that's why this behavior has gotten out of control. And so, because it wasn't enough men to really check these guys and talk to other black men about them terrorizing the communities and the things they do, now it's left up to black women to clean up their image, and I don't think so. And so that's all I got to say is that I'm not interested in this not all, and there's good black men and there's black men who protect. Um and it's not to say that I hold any bitterness towards them, because to be honest with you, I've gotten to the point where I don't really care. So it's not even about holding any bitterness. It's just the fact that they failed, to me, in my honest opinion. They have failed their youth. They have failed their boys. They don't talk to each other. They don't hold each other accountable. And so for that reason, they are the reason why their image is the way it is. They should have checked this gangster rap music. It should not have been C. Dolores Tucker. A woman had to go up against a bunch of men. And when these men disrespected her in the lyrics, this elderly woman, you had these rappers disrespect this elderly woman in lyrics, and you did not have any other man to check these rappers and tell them they should not be disrespecting the elderly woman. And because these guys did not want to check these other men, and it had to take another woman to try to wage war on gangster rap music. That should have been other black men that did that. That should not have been a woman. But it was a woman, and that's the reason why their image is the way it is, and it's nobody else's responsibility to fix it. Okay, black women got enough on their plate. They need to worry about fixing their own image, because it's definitely torn up. Anyway, with that said, you guys let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.